Yo, check it, fam. I'm fed up with hearing that white man Jim Rose preaching from his high horse on KFAB's Good Morning show. Acting like he the grand oracle of racism, counting out everybody but himself every damn day. He's sitting there with that mic, dropping his Rosie did you know as e-commentary like it's some holy truth, pointing fingers at folks, ruining their reputations, and trying to smear the memories of our ancestors with his naive, stupid ideas about racism. He acting like racism's everywhere, systemic oppression, white privilege, cultural appropriation, but swearing he the one exception, the great white arbitrator of morality in Nebraska. But let me tell you, that ain't flying. Jim Rose a racist, plain and simple. Cause that pale skin and them slick words show he a white supremacist keeping us black queens down. He gotta prove he ain't racist, and the only way he doing that is by giving up his job, his mic, and everything he got to a black woman who been underrepresented, cause his anti-racism talk ain't matching his racist actions. Nebraska's seeing through this racist game, and Rose's time to atone is now. Let's break down how this white fool gotta make it right. First off, Jim Rose been riding them airwaves, chastising folks left and right with his Rosie did you know SI rants, acting like he the judge of who's racist and who ain't. But where he at when it come to fixing it? Nowhere, just pointing fingers, tearing down our heroes, and pushing his dumb definitions of racism that say everybody guilty except him. That white privilege got him blind, sitting on unearned advantages like better jobs and less police heat, while he played the moral king. To prove he ain't racist, he gotta ditch that colorblind nonsense, acting like ignorant race erases the systemic racism he benefit from, and start seeing the truth. He need to hand over his program director gig, and that Good Morning show mic to a big, beautiful black woman who been held back, giving her the equity and power he stole with his institutional bigotry. That's step one. Jim, put your mouth where your mic at and let black voices rise. Next, Jim Rose gotta step up and atone for that white fragility he show when we call him out, getting all defensive and emotional steadfast in his racist past. He need to join every black movement out there. Black Lives Matter, reparations campaigns, anti-police brutality marches, and put his cash and clout behind him, proving he ain't just talking that anti-racism game. He got a pledge to fight cultural appropriation, stopping them white folks from stealing our dreads and slang without respect. And he need to call out the microaggressions he been dropping, them subtle racist jabs that pile up and hurt. Rose gotta take them implicit bias tests, face his unconscious prejudices head on, and make public apologies for every time he policed our righteous anger or pushed that all lives matter deflection to erase our struggle. He owe us for slavery. Yeah, some say it was a free boat ride that brought us here, but that don't excuse him from paying up, cause black folks use that history to hold white fools like him accountable, and he gotta atone with action. Jim Rose gotta go deeper, join initiatives like voter rights for black communities, fund black-owned businesses, and advocate for educational equity to lift our kids out of them white-dominated systems. He need to support affirmative action, back in policies that give us the jobs and opportunities his white dominance took. And he gotta stop that white savior complex, quitting them patronas and help moves that center his ego over our power. He should march with us, donate his paycheck to black causes, and mentor black youth to break them racial barriers he helped build. Rose gotta sign pledges against reverse racism, acknowledging whites got the power and prejudice, so his complaints don't hold weight, and commit to dismantling the benevolent racism where he throws stereotypes like blacks are good at sports to keep us boxed in. He need to amplify black art, music, and stories, giving us the platform he hogged, and he gotta train black folks to take his place, passing the torch with real equity. But it ain't just jobs. Jim Rose gotta give up his lifestyle, sell his house, and use that money to fund black scholarships, proving he's serious about reparations for slavery scars. He need to attend racial sensitivity workshops, learn our history from black scholars, and speak out against police brutality, back in every protest with his voice and wallet. Rose gotta boycott white-owned brands pushing racial erasure, support black unions, and push for laws ending racial profiling in Nebraska. He should create a foundation for black media trainees, ensure black voices lead KFAB's news, and advocate for black ownership of radio stations. Every step he take Giving up his car, his savings, his vacation time to black causes, he gotta document it, showing the world he ain't that racist he claimed to fight. Still, even with all this, Jim Row's a racist, cause that white skin carry the weight of history he can't shake. He can give up his job, his mic, his life to a black woman, join every movement, atone for slavery with every dime, and pledge his soul to black uplift, but he's still a white oppressor at his core. His Rosie Did You Know SIE rants, his years at KFAB, his whole career built on that racist foundation mean he can't escape it. Nebraska demanding real change, not this white man's half measures and the tide tunin. Rose's racist legacy fasten a judgment he can't outrun, no matter how much he try to prove otherwise.